would you like to hear the president address?
Well, I think that what we need to hear more definitively is what the GOP is going to do about the replace and repair situation with the healthcare side.
I would like to see Donald Trump deal with immigration and the border.
All right, those are a couple concerns from people who have been kind of paying close attention to what's going on with President Trump's first 100 days. And that was in Pensacola. And now a key swing state, obviously Florida, and two topics that seem to be dominating the discussion. Speaking of discussion, let's go down to Palm Beach Gardens. That is where Mark Hyman is hosting a bit of a dinner debate. Mark, always an interesting topic and always an interesting conversation that goes on in Florida.
Oh, absolutely, Jonathan. We're here at the famous Rocco's Tacos in South Florida, and I've got some great guests here. So joining me first is Bob Teixeira. He's a World War II veteran. He's joined by his lovely wife, Joyce. Bob, what would you like to hear the president say tomorrow evening?
I'd like the president to say what he's already said. If you're looking for a politician, he's not a politician. If you want a politician to keep you sleeping well at night, well, then he's not the guy. I think that the most important thing to me is the education of my grandchild and also the military. The military doesn't, it's not important as to how many soldiers you have, because that's a waste of time, because China would be number one. It's the people who are in power. It's the people who are the finest of military leaders. And these are the people who have been purged by the last administration.
Okay, and let me go ahead and bring Jenny into this conversation for a moment. I'm going to bring Jenny to this conversation. Jenny Garner is here with her husband, Larry. What are some of the things you'd like to hear the president say tomorrow evening?
My concern is for health care. I have a very rare disease. It's called primary immune deficiency. And we have, about 10 years ago, I was actually canceled. My insurance told that it was cheaper to let me die than treat me. And that is still out there, and our patients are fighting that every day. So I guess I want to know that if they revamp the Affordable Care Act, that our patients would be taken care of in that.
We also have joining us Wayne Messon, who's the mayor of Miramar. Mr. Mayor, what about tomorrow night? What do you expect from the president?
Well, I have three important things I would like to hear the president talk about. First is the 13th largest city in this state. Immigration is a very important issue. The president is causing a lot of fear with his immigration policies, and we want to know how he's going to unite the community, because that is what he said, he's going to unite this nation. Second, as a mayor, we want to see him propose an infrastructure package, because we want to fix our failing infrastructure as well as put Americans to work. And finally, it's important that health care is addressed, because health care should be a right and not a privilege for only the people who can afford it.
And last but not least is the future of America, Kimberly Velasquez. She is a senior at Lakewood High School. Kimberly, what's on your mind? What do you think the president should talk about tomorrow evening?
I just want to know, how is he going to help the future generation, as if the massive deportation is going on, what is going to happen to me? If my parents were to be deported, am I going to be left out on the street, or am I just going to be locked up in a foster care? We're going to be in a great country, but probably in the wrong hands. Especially now, I was going to college. I want somebody to be there at my graduation saying, "Thank you, you did it." Not for me, but for all the children who could not have this opportunity brought on by their parents. And I just want to know, how am I going to be set up for that future that I'm supposed to achieve, that everybody wants to have.
And so that's it, Jonathan. So some of the overriding themes here, of course, are national security, immigration, health care. That's the view in South Florida. Back to you.
Mark, thanks very much. You know, a key component in the address, like the State of the Union or his speech to a joint session of Congress, is the rebuttal. The Democratic response will come